Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RNT Fitness Radio. Some of you may have seen over the last couple of weeks some pictures of my client Hetan, who's done a transformation with me and did a photo shoot with Ben Mark down in Brighton. The photos came out amazing. Hetan looked awesome. I've had quite a lot of messages from you guys asking how he did it. So keep your eyes peeled, because any day now I'm going to be dropping a client case study that goes through everything that Hetan and I did. Well, anyway, today Akash and I thought it would be interesting to have him on the podcast and talk to him about how he manages to sort of keep everything afloat in terms of training, nutrition, his kids, he runs his own business, keeps his wife happy. So this is going to be great for those of you that work stressful jobs, work long hours, perhaps have family, but you still want to get an amazing transformation. If you fall into that category, then you need to stay tuned to this one. I hope you enjoy it. As always, please give us some feedback afterwards. And if you like the content that we're putting out, please just hit subscribe. So for those of you that have probably seen your transformation photo on our website, on our Instagram pages, Facebook and everything, we've had such good feedback from it. Let's just give people a bit of a background as to who Hetan Patel is. So over to you.
So yeah, in terms of training, so I've got my first set of dumbbells when I was 12 years old. So I've always been involved in, love training. I got involved in Olympic weightlifting at a young age and started competing in that. So it was pretty full on training. There was nothing about nutrition. It was quite old school, spit and sawdust kind of gyms. So that's where I've come from really in terms of training. In terms of other stuff, obviously, so yeah, school, went to uni, became an accountant, typical Asian thing. No money in, I actually wanted to go into fitness, go into training, but family pressures were, well, there's no money in that. Became an accountant, done well, I can't complain. Then got married about 15 years ago, and 2 kids now, pretty settled, and so I can actually spend a lot more time training and eating properly now. So
it was Leia's birthday last weekend, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So we enjoyed a really good cheat meal, and it was a good day. It was a really nice day.
Oh, that must have been good timing then for your photo shoot, right? That's
right. Yeah, I kind of timed it until I could enjoy that day anyway.
Okay.
Because during the prep, I missed Dylan's birthday was on Feb 26th, so I had the opportunity to have a refeed, a cheat meal, but I didn't take it up just because I didn't want to take 2 steps back. So it was good just to unwind and enjoy that Sunday.
So Hetan, your Olympic weightlifting, what were you training like what was the training like? Was it every day or 3 days a week?
Pretty much every day, apart from the weekends.
Were you in a club or were you doing it at home?
So we're in Trinity Weightlifting Club. So it's down in Surrey, Croydon. And so we would compete against other, like Orpington, a few other clubs locally, and then managed to did Surrey tournaments, and British as well, competed against Russia.
Ukraine. Oh, nice. How old are you?
I started when I was 15, 16, and I went up until I was about 20, 21.
Oh, wow. Okay. What were your best lifts?
So clean and jerk was 125, and snatch was, I think it was 97.5 kilos. I never got up to the 100. But,
wow. So what were you squatting back then? You must be squatting some good weights.
We mainly did front squats. It wasn't really back squats.
Yeah.
But yeah, front squatting, it was about 120 Ks.
Okay, so okay, yeah, got it.
But it wasn't the kind of training, it was obviously explosive kind of stuff, but we were just doing 1 reps, maybe 3 rep max sets, It was more about getting that explosive power rather than just doing continuous sets and just practicing the technique.
Yeah.
Getting that technique right.
Well, I think that probably helps you now, right? Because Olympic weightlifting is very regimented on technique. So
yeah, it is. Yeah,
having that technique built into you from an early age is probably carried over a lot to lifting now, right?
yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and I think mentally as well, it's just about getting the lift done. Like I said, there was nothing about nutrition, and I was telling Adam this earlier. There was no eat protein, eat fats. When it was carbs before a tournament, I'll just have a loaf of bread. It was proper old school coaching, but it was just about lifting, and I think that's ingrained in me now. Just lift the weight, get in the gym and lift.
Yeah.
And we were doing silly things like so the weightlifting. You compete in weight categories.
Yeah.
So I was in the under 70 kilos. So to hit that, the night before a tournament, even in the morning, we would steam room, sauna, not eat, just to make
on the morning of.
Yeah, so we would go into these tournaments dehydrated, hungry, but that's what that's the kind of that was what the training was like, in terms of the nutrition side.
Yeah, and that's probably why you do anything right now, right? When it comes to That's a good segue there, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go into this one. So for those clients that are listening and the ones that come up with excuses all the time, when you're on like 2,500 calories and you still manage to screw up your diet, just listen to this story for dedication as to how far some clients are willing to take it. Yeah. So I remember a couple of years ago, I'd said, I think we were a few weeks out from a shoot, weren't we? So we made some changes.
The first shoot we did, 3 years ago.
Yeah. And we're a few weeks out from it. I got Hetan's check-in, so I needed to make some changes. And I was in the middle of getting off at London Bridge and getting onto the tube to take me to the gym that I used to work at in London. So I wrote his diet plan sort of on the go while I was moving. And where presumption is the mother of all fuck-ups, I wrote this as 150 grams uncooked chicken, 50 grams dry rice, or uncooked rice, or something like that. And of course, what I meant was 150 grams in terms of weight of uncooked chicken prior to cooking it. And the same with the rice. I meant 50 grams of dry weight rice before cooking, but I didn't specify that in the email. So it was about 5 to 7 days later or so, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a few days later. Yeah,
you sent me like another check-in just to sort of update me on things, and you mentioned at the bottom that you're starting to kind of get used to the raw chicken. And I read this twice getting off the tube at this point, and I'm like, what the? So I go back to my previous email, I see what I'd written, I'm like, oh shit. I wrote, so I think I wrote back to you, didn't I? Like capital letters. Like, no, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. That's a mistake on my part. And what were you doing to get around it? I think you said that you were like adding, was it soy sauce or something like that?
Yeah, lemon juice. A lot of lime and lemon. It tasted like sashimi. It wasn't the raw chicken wasn't a problem. And I took loads of probiotics and HCL.
Mentally, what did you feel about having a raw chicken breast in your hand? Like, did you not feel like
I just ate it, just gulped it down.
This is what I mean by that mentality. Like Hetan, he'll message me even in the off season, and he's like, got this event coming up. Can I have a free meal? Absolutely fine. If I have to just plow on. Whereas most clients just go fucking do it, and then email me afterwards going, "Oh, I screwed up. My body weight's up." Whereas Hetan checks before, and if I did say to him, "No, dude, you can't have it," he wouldn't have it.
No.
He just gets it done.
Yeah.
Go on.
So it wasn't the chicken that was the problem. It was the rice.
Yeah.
Eating raw rice was.
How are you swallowing that?
I just lots of water. I mean, it was just stayed in my teeth. It was the first few days. I was thinking, can it be right? And I actually thought it was. I know I read an article about if eating raw food, you burn more calories. And so I thought maybe it's some new thing that Adam is trying to get me to do, which is why I stuck with it. But then, I'm thankfully.
How's your gut?
It was okay, actually. For some
reason,
you were
digesting this rice. It wasn't like.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, like I said, I used the probiotic. The HCL I think worked, and then having all the citric acid, I think, in the lime and lemon, just
to veg off of it.
Maybe there's a new diet there. You've got
Well, we joked about that afterwards, didn't we? When we
released an ebook on it.
Yeah, we said that was the secret to the first transformation.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, raw chicken and rice.
So overall, though, you wouldn't recommend it?
Definitely not. No, without a doubt. No.
So let's go back a few steps now. So we've kind of skipped ahead into that first transformation. But before we talk about that, what was the turning point for you sort of leaving the traditional like weightlifting background and then making a focus on body composition?
Well, is the aesthetic, because I've ever since 18, 19, I've read, magazines like Men's Health, which maybe if we go into later, that was part of the problem as well, but I've always wanted that six pack, abs look. I had the strength and stuff I was training, so I always wanted that aesthetic, and so that's why I just continued to train as I did. It was wanting the aesthetic as well. Yeah.
And what do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy the bodybuilding style training or the Olympic lifting?
I enjoy now I enjoy the strength side.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you enjoy like the training that we do now, but the lower rep, the strength, pure strength.
Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I enjoy like the pump sessions, the hypertrophy days we do, because I look good in a t-shirt. It's vanity and it's good. I get the heart racing and stuff. But hands down, I look forward to Monday, upper body strength, and even the legs, just squatting, getting that done. Those are the days I really enjoy.
Just I can't know what sort of weight you got up to on the chin-ups prior to towards the end of the diet kicking in before that stage.
That was 37.5 kg. Yeah, we did. I actually did 2 sets of those, didn't I? Because the first set didn't film, we didn't record. So
where's the video?
I got
send it to me on Instagram.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the chins, even the rack pulls, the rack deadlifts. I enjoyed doing those as well. Managed to got up to 190.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
well, it just goes to show that when you do get lean, you've got a lot of muscle to show for it, and that's partly the reason why, because you're pushing the progressive strength gains all the time.
Yeah. Each shoot that we've done, the physique has changed, bringing up weak areas.
Yeah, because you spend time in between the shoots as eating in a surplus and progressing your lifts, right?
Well, exactly. Yeah, just getting stronger. Yeah. And this prep, so we've done the same routine for about a year now. Mm-hmm. It hasn't changed at all, and that's one thing I found really enjoyable about this prep. Like, we weren't doing crazy supersets and hitting it hard, even though like the last 2 preps we had, it was strength, and we were making sure every week I was getting stronger.
Yeah,
this has just been more of a strength protocol, and I've just I enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah, that's another key thing. When you find something that you enjoy, you're always going to progress better on it.
Yeah, strength is just every week. It's just climbing in some form, reps or load. And it's just after this shoot that we've spoken, and it's like, okay, for the next few weeks, let's ride this routine out until we wrap this up completely. Yeah. And then we're going to make changes and get a new routine going. But the principles are still going to be the same. To anyone listening to this, it won't be a complete overhaul in rep ranges and stuff. It's just going to be, we sit down, we work out which exercises you want to keep in, which ones we want to change.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also having a logbook, actually taking it in with me into the gym has helped. Yeah. Rather than before, when I first met you, I log the weights, but I'll go home, I have an Excel spreadsheet and log it. But after, reading the articles that you've done, that's helped a lot, just hitting those numbers. So having that logbook, it's like my Bible now.
Yeah, it needs to be with you. Otherwise, when you go home and try and do it, it's not quite the same, right? Because you're guessing, right? And you're guessing in the gym, and that intensity is not there.
You can also make little notes, like in the moment in the gym.
That's right.
So I've had it before where I might have hit something for like 6 reps or 7 reps on paper, but it felt like a shit lift. Yeah. And I know I need to solidify that for a few weeks. Whereas it's quite easy to just jot that down, say 140 times 6 or something. You get in the next week and it's like, okay, I got 6, so I need to hit 7 this week.
Yeah.
because you've forgotten how you felt at the end of last week. Do you know if that last rep was a grind? It kind of counted, but
yeah.
Do you make notes, Akash?
Yeah. I mean,
how an actual lift felt rather than just the numbers you put. Sometimes just felt good.
Yeah, like because I talk a lot about trying to keep the sets clean. Instead of rest pausing your way through it. So if I do find myself pausing a lot during a set, I'll just put in brackets. Like yesterday, I did, I think, a hack squat. It was 8 reps, but I paused twice. So I just put brackets like 5,3, 5,2,1. So I know next time that I'll try and
solidify it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I do the same actually. Yeah. If I say back squat, try get 8 reps, but if I know the last couple, so I've taken maybe a 2 or 3 second like rest.
Pauses. Yeah.
I'll note that down and try get the full 8 in the next time or whatever.
I mean, that's one of the best ways to increase intensity and progression is actually just minimizing that intra rep pause.
Yeah. And like you said, just try and beat it. Even it's not about sometimes getting that extra rep or putting another 2.5 kilos on. It's just about, like you said, not taking that pause. And for me, that's a gain. So I've made big ever since I met Adam. It's the last 3 years have really taken off in terms of where I want to be, strength, even food wise as well. Learned a lot.
Yeah, it's become a whole lifestyle change for you, right?
Yeah, I mean it was before, but I don't know if Adam told you.
Let's go into that. Let's talk about like sort of the I wouldn't say mistakes, but let's talk about things that you were potentially or what we did change. When you came to see me, like what were you being told? What were you doing back then?
Yeah. So before, I mean, like I said, going back to I was reading men's health stuff, and even like being told from other people as well. It was 0 carb, low carb, maybe a refeed every 7-10 days, 200 grams sweet potato or whatever. But it was high intensity training as well. It was supersets, high reps, German body volume training, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
3 days a week, 4 days a week, hardly any cardio. And it was just low carb and not even tracking calories, not like weighing food. It was just
just tons of fat. Tons of fat and protein.
Fats we would use was MCT oil, so I'll be drinking that. Which, that wasn't nice.
Yeah,
but I did it, because I wanted it. I wanted the body, and I wanted the look. So, and to be fair, I lost weight because we didn't track my training either. It was hard to say if I got stronger. I look lean, but I look skinny, and I think also I was just permanently tired, and health-wise, it wasn't good. Always permanently grumpy. And then what would happen? I'll train, and then I'm going on holiday, so I want to look lean and stuff. Go on holiday, enjoy my holiday, start eating a few more carbs over Christmas holidays or whatever. Boom, back to square one. If anything, probably taking two steps back. And it's just a cycle. You go back 0 carbing and the high intensity training, and I just wasn't hitting those. Just wasn't getting where I wanted to be. And,
so would you say the biggest thing working with Adam has been the kind of the educational side of things, learning?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. And even like I was saying, the articles that you guys write, really, really educational, but just opens your mind up. And what I like about you guys, what you do as well, is that you're honest about what you guys do personally as well.
Yeah.
Which is actually good to hear, because if I'm having a bad day, if you look at other guys or other trained coaches, whatever, on social media or on the magazines, you feel guilty. You feel bad, but it's actually okay to feel rubbish. It's actually okay to crave chocolate or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
We're all human.
Yeah, we're human. So that's what was good as well. And like I said, coming out of this prep has been like the articles you wrote last year about coming out of preps, and the food is always going to be there. You don't need to chase, like have like cheat meals and this and that. Just keep it, and that's helped. That's helped a lot.
I think it's quite interesting actually to point out that although we spoke about Hetan having his free meal with his daughter this weekend, you actually did the shoot on, was it the Tuesday?
That's right, yeah.
So you did the shoot on the Tuesday. Now most people would then that night go out and binge or whatever. But Hetan actually just waited it out until it was a Sunday.
Sunday, correct.
Yeah, Sunday. So you could have it with his daughter's birthday. And that's something, if you go back and read the post-contest or post-diet articles that we've written, we try and say, make it about the experiences, about the food. So rather than thinking, I'm going to go and smash this pizza and nail this ice cream and all these brownies, try and make it more a case of, okay, I've missed out, just sitting down and watching a film with the family with a takeaway, or going out with the family, or the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the wife, the husband, that sort of thing. And that's exactly what Hetan did this time round. Is when I went to the shoot with him and I said, what are you going to eat today? And he's like, honestly, tonight, I'm just really looking forward to some Greek yogurt. I just want to have that. He's like, and then I'm going to wait until the weekend when it's my daughter's birthday, and then I can just relax. Yeah. So I think it just shows the mindset shift.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to get in as much food as possible there and then, it's like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make it about the experience and really enjoy it with the family. It's a healthier mindset.
And speaking of family, how has your transformation, your kind of education impacted the family? Has it helped them all, or
I think it has.
Have they come along the journey with you? Or?
Yeah, they have, and they've been really supportive. The kids have, and we've had good days and bad days as well. But generally, especially with this prep, it's been a lot better in terms, especially like I've not actually been spending as much time in the gym. I've been training, but all my cardio was done outside.
Yeah, it's better, right?
Yeah. Whereas last year I was living in there, so I was doing my cardio.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. So doing cardio outside has just been fantastic. Just mentally, you just get out there, the fresh air, you can't beat it.
You can take your family with you as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've been family walks and things like that. It's been a lot better. And yeah, they've been supportive. Obviously, sometimes it's been difficult eating separate meals and stuff like that. But
as a household, does everyone eat a lot healthier now?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Even like I'm feeding fish oils and things like that to the kids, stuff like that. So they've got healthier as well. There's always a big bowl of broccoli on the table. They can eat the broccoli, eating lean chicken, things like that. Even like our Indian food as well.
Yeah, just less oil, right?
Yeah, less oil. She'll still make rottleys, shark, everything like that, but just she'll use olive oil or things like that.
Yeah, you can make it a lot healthier than people do, because when the traditional way of doing it, there's you can see that that layer of oil at the top, right? And you just know
the good stuff.
That's going to harden that belly up.
Yeah, exactly. So things like that, it's just been a lot healthier, eating a lot more, even fish and things like that.
Yeah.
So even the curries we make, I would say like a curry, rice and roti is a cheat meal for me, but because we make it healthy.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's my go-to comfort food.
Yeah, it's just protein, carbs then, right? Really, it just becomes protein and carbs rather than a massive amounts of fat and
fat. Exactly. Yeah. And it's just all the spicing. Even to be honest, prepping and like you said, it's a lifestyle change. But because we spice our food, and it's not a chore to eat chicken and rice or fish or whatever. Because
I know Adam would love to have our style of chicken and rice every day. Right?
Yeah, I love it when I go over to Akash and his mum cooks or whatever, or even if he cooks and he does me like chicken, rice and veggies for the day, it just tastes so much better than the crap that I put together.
Yeah, even with eggs, a bit of salt, pepper and a bit of chili.
Yeah.
It's just heaven, So, and you know what as well, this time round has been a game changer, was that protein pudding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So for the prep, I just used microwave, so just whey and had 15 grams of peanut butter. But that was, that sorted me out every day. It was great. So now I've actually changed. So meal 6 is casein now. So I changed it, mate. That's
a big difference, isn't it? A lot thicker, right?
Life changer, yeah. It's not a game changer. That's a life changer, mate. I'm hooked.
Yeah, we got talking about this at his shoot. He'd kept it to microwave throughout the diet, obviously to minimize variables.
It's so fit, right?
Yeah. I said to him, dude, like make the switch to the optimum nutrition casein, and it's completely different.
Yeah,
so, I'm glad that's worked.
Yeah, so
it is like a pure pudding, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. Yeah, and the taste is great. And so, I mean, just having things like that, I don't miss having, like real chocolate or whatever. So, do you know what I mean? It's not, things like that.
It tastes good and it's conducive to your goals, right?
Well, exactly. So,
win-win.
Yeah, it is a win-win. So
let's talk about kind of like the evolution of the 3 diets that we've done now.
Okay, yeah.
So just give us an overview of roughly sort of what sort of style of dieting you were using just prior to meeting me. And then let's talk through that first prep briefly, and then how we changed it for the second, and then how you found this prep compared to, say, the first one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was carb phobic before I met you. It's pretty, safe to say. Even when I remember our first meeting, you said, right, we're going to put carbs in. And I was really reluctant, but, we put in, I think, intra carbs and post-workout carbs. As soon as when I first met you, and that helped. And I think it was a re-education from you to me, that, we slowly introduced carbs.
I think we did it training days only, didn't we?
That's
just
right,
the intra and post. I think we did post first. We did that for a little while, and then we added the intra in.
Yeah.
And we held it for that shoot. I think it was pretty much just training days. You would have those two carb meals, right? Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. And then after that shoot, that's when I think we started introducing cereals. And that was pre-workout cereal, intra, post-workout. And I think you gave me 5 or 6 meals. I think 3 or 4 of them had carbs in them. So we're slowly introducing carbs, and my body. It was a learning curve for me to see how my body reacted, and I wasn't putting on fat. I was actually gaining muscle, getting stronger, and so we've slowly over the 3 years ramped up the calories. I mean, I'm eating more now, calories wise, than when about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm looking bigger, looking leaner as well. So.
Oh, you look like a different person.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't complain. Yeah. So slowly. I mean, it's bit. Maybe it could have gone quicker because I was against it, before. But I'm glad I listened to you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I took it on board, but we've got there.
How have you found this last diet compared to the first one in terms of like energy levels, sleep, enjoyment, hunger?
I think energy levels have been up higher. Even hunger hasn't really been an issue. Before, when we first started, I was getting hungry. Energy levels were low. I think we had to put in a few more refeeds and cheat meals here and there. I mean, my attitude to food has changed a lot. Like I said before, I would be, if you said, have a cheat meal, I would have gone for it. Burger, chips, everything, cheesecake. Now I'm actually a bit more diligent. I said, well, do I really want that? Try and maybe look for a healthier alternative.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like a family event, a birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I'll go out and enjoy it. But we've I was definitely a lot hungrier before. Now this prep has been a lot more enjoyable. I've been a lot more happier, fuller. Like I said, I don't think we had one refeed, and that was at Easter.
Yeah, it was like a skip load type thing, wasn't it? Low fat, high carb.
Yeah. So so whereas before we've had to have refeeds and stuff. Also, I think my body's reacted better for some reason, because I remember the last year's prep and even the first prep we did for my weight was sticking.
Yeah.
So you just thought, okay, let's just drop it now, and we had to drop carbs, and that's when the energy levels just plummeted,
tanked out.
Yeah, but now it's been fine. I think I've been not only hitting targets in the gym, but every check-in there's been some sort of drop.
It's gone in the right direction though. It's been relatively linear, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
Which makes a nice change, because most preps are far from it.
yeah, it has. Yeah. This has been by far the easiest.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like your lifestyle now. I think people will find this quite interesting. So give us a bit of background in terms of your age, what you do for work. Obviously you're on your own business, so give a little insight into that. And then you have a wife and 2 kids that you mentioned. Like how do you juggle everything? How do you keep everyone happy? Just give us like an overview of kind of a day in the life.
I'm 42 now. Like I said before, I was an accountant, but then I actually left accountancy and just set up a property business. I've been doing that for a good 10 years. So in property management, lettings and sales and stuff. Mm-hmm. So being self-employed gives me a lot of time not free time, but I know when to work.
Flexible time.
Flexible, that's it. Yeah. And now the kids are older as well. So a typical day, morning, I'd wake up, go for a walk, then come back, have breakfast. I drop my son Dylan to school, then go to work, train. And then depending on if the kids have got activities or something needs to be done at home, I'll help out around the house, or I'll just stay in the office and work. Some days I'm working till 7, 8, 9 at night. Some days, say like this afternoon, Dylan's playing cricket. I'll go play cricket. One thing that's always stayed the same is my food. So I try to keep the times the same. Mm-hmm. So after cardio, I'll have breakfast about 7, 7:15, and then I try to eat every 2.5, 3 hours after that. So each meal is spread out. So if it's 1 o'clock, I've got to eat. I'll just go in, and say if I'm watching Dylan or Leah play or like play some sport or something, I'll go in the car park, open the Tupperware, eat, and then go back out. Mm-hmm. So I'll make sure that I'm always eating. That's one thing that I'm really strict on. And even with prep, I'll prep the night before my food. Just make sure it's all ready for the day.
Yeah.
Did
you cook every evening then?
Usually, sometimes I'll batch cook it.
Yeah.
But usually because of time as well, I enjoy cooking as well. So like I'll cook the night before, and say if the kids are we having a family meal, I'll make sure like there's enough for all of us as well. I think so. It's just about I just plan. I'm a bit OCD as well, so I like to plan things and know where I am, what I'm doing, and things. So.
Well, I say, given your responsibilities and lifestyle, I'd say if you don't plan, then you're going to set yourself. It's going to be tough to set yourself up for success. So.
Yeah.
For someone like you, would planning be the best advice you could probably give someone?
Yeah, you need to plan. Even with work, I mean, to be, I'm really busy at work. I need my diary. Right, I've got an appointment here. I've got a meeting there. I'll keep 2 hours free. I've got all this paperwork to do, filing, whatever. So I'll plan the day. I've got a long to-do list to make sure everything's ticked off. So I need to plan, and even I know it sounds silly, but you kind of plan for things that might not happen. But in the back of my mind, it's like I'm prepared if the shit hits the fan, I'm ready for it.
Good.
But the bottom line is I've got to make sure I train as well.
Yeah.
I find time for training. I train usually mid-morning because then it leaves the rest of the day for me to get to work and focus on the kids, on Rena as well, on the family. if I'm training at night time, it's on my mind. I've got to train.
Yeah.
That just makes more stress for me.
Yeah, I think this is great because we've got a lot of clients who's in similar positions to you. You know, they're busy with work. They're trying to manage to keep their wife happy. They've also got young kids, but they also want to get in shape. And they always ask, how do we juggle it? So hearing it from you would be great. Just because, the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, it's easy for Akash and I to tell our clients what to do, but at the end of the day, we're not married with kids.
No,
So for people to have seen your transformation, they know that it's not a flash in the pan. This is 3 years. You've done this 3 years in a row.
No,
So you're talking from a place of authority, right? So what would you say to them?
So, I mean, first of all, you've got to train. But when you're in the gym, I don't take my phone. I just stick my headphones on. Sometimes I've got a hood up and I just train for an hour. I don't talk to anyone. I don't like to be disturbed when I'm training really, because I just want to train and then just get out and go to work, or go to Leah's school or whatever, just do what I have to do. I don't really see the gym as a social thing. That's probably, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. Don't get me wrong, I do say hi. I'm not like a grumpy git, I'm social, but
you're there to get the job done.
Get in there and get out and just go on to, go on to the rest of the day. So in terms of that, but I think the most important thing is just don't take your phone into the gym, so you can just concentrate on training. And I think just plan as well. I mean, it's boring, but if you want it, and I think that's one thing, Adam, you told me a few years ago, if you want it, then you have to do it. You have to do these things. You have to plan. You have to make sure you've got time to work and get other things done. But it's definitely possible, and to eat as well. I think make time, even if it's 5-10 minutes, just to prep the food. And it's I think after a while you just start enjoying it. It's routine, and it's just you become a robot, but you just do it.
Yeah, you're about to say something. Okay.
Yeah, as in it just becomes part of your lifestyle. And I think the fact that you've done it for 3 years in a row, and it just shows that if you become educated in what we talk about, then this isn't just a 12-week transformation. It's a lifetime change, and it's going to help not just yourself but your family as well. Yeah, which I think has amazing impacts and potential.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely helped my family. They've, especially my kids as well. I mean, they've seen a few of the pics. I mean, I think I told Adam a while back. My boy, Dylan, he saw me, and he just counted my abs, and he said, "Oh, Daddy, Superman has only got a 6-pack. You've got an 8-pack." And that's one of the best things your son could ever say to you.
That's awesome.
And it's one of the best feelings in my life, and I'll always take that with me. And so just little things like that, and that's motivating him to be healthy, to be strong, to eat well, and do well. I tell him to do well at school, and then so it is helping a lot with the family as well.
Adam, that should be the quote of the quadcast.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, doesn't it?
Superman has 6, you've got 8, Daddy.
Yeah, that was last year's prep, wasn't it? I remember. You said,
yeah,
that was awesome. Yeah, I remember reading that email.
Yeah, but I think also, I mean, I'm lucky as well that my family are patient with me as well. Like I said, I mean, not every day is full of roses. It's sometimes I have been with low energy. Sometimes you get grumpy and stuff. I think meditation has helped as well. You just breathe. Take 10 deep breaths and say, okay.
Yeah, you're quite big into the mindset stuff, aren't you, as well at the moment?
Yeah.
I remember when we were underground, you mentioned nootropics.
That's right. Yeah. I'm big on. Because I've always been interested in like the body and stuff. I mean, you guys have kind of inspired me to read more and get even more educated about these things. But I just love, especially with the kids as well. I mean, I want to make them clever. I'm a bit like a mad scientist.
Yeah.
I want to read. I just want them the best for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I can improve their brain power, or make them healthier, then I will do something. I will try and help them out with that.
Fulfilling your job as a dad, aren't you? Instead of most dads giving their kids turkey dinosaurs,
No,
You're giving them fish oils.
yeah, no, well, yeah, I've got to. Well, I mean, you've got to give them I mean, like yourself, to be a success in life, and I'm not just talking about money or whatever, but I'm talking about health and just doing well in life. I mean, it's cutthroat out there, isn't it? I mean, it's, you know, that you need the edge.
You need every edge that you can get. So
yeah, exactly. So if I can give them every bit of help when they're about 18, 19, hopefully they'll, you know, if Dylan grows up to be stronger and, you know, bigger than me, then good, you know.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So, what's next? Let's talk goals. Like we've briefly spoken on email, but for people listening to this, sort of in your mind, give people like the short and the long term.
Yeah, so I think short term. So I'm going on holiday in the summer and end of July, beginning of July. So just want to come out of this prep. Obviously, I think we're going to start adding more calories and get up to lifting the numbers that we were lifting 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So just get the strength up, and then I think medium to long term. So I want to get up to a 200 kilo rack deadlift, 40 kg chins. If I can get a 150 squat as well. Well, it's not if. I know I want to do it.
Yeah.
But I think also I've got to improve my chest.
Yeah, you spoke about that at the photo shoot. Your back has just responded phenomenally, but
yeah,
you just have to
some reason my chest is just hasn't, because we've been stuck around the same weight on the bench. So that's what I'm looking forward to for the next year or so. Just eating more and spending more time with the kids and stuff. And yeah, but in terms of gym, just getting stronger.
I like it. That's pretty much my goal right now.
Yeah.
I've just wrapped up my little mini diet, and I'm just going to kind of just tread water from now until obviously we fly to San Diego a week today. It's a week Thursday, Akash. Yeah. I've got my my little before and after photo. I'm happy with my conditions. So now tonight going out for a meal to celebrate Akash's birthday. I'm still going for a steak in London for that, and then I get back on it. I'm not just suddenly ramping my calories up, but now I'm just gradually just having a few more carbs. Akash and I spoke a few days back. I said that, like I'd spoken to you at the shoot, and I said my performance was just starting to drop off. I had another couple of poor workouts, so we've just agreed on like adding some carbs to it, add some fats, and just tread water. And then if I get a couple of events in the meantime, so tonight will be steak with Akash. Sunday, my friend Kirsty is back from traveling, so we're going to go out for food, go to the cinema, have some popcorn. And then other than that, it's going to be back on it. So it's kind of just maintaining where I'm at now. I'm in a good place. Yeah. And then once I'm back from the US, my goal is exactly the same as yours, and it's just get strong again. Yeah.
Did you diet as well, Akash?
I did, but I finished about 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay, so
mine was just for the video promo. Wasn't for like the extreme Adam was doing.
Okay. So you can eat a bit more then.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a bit more than he is.
Yeah,
he's in a better mood than I am at the moment. But tonight will be good. I'm gonna have an old fashioned. We've got. Talk us through the menu for tonight, Akash.
I think it's ribs and smoked salmon for starters.
Oh, nice.
And then there's 3 different selection cuts of beef for the main, and then the dessert is sticky toffee pudding, and then was it banana bread and butter pudding?
Yeah,
that's it. Should be pretty good.
That sounds good.
That with a bottle of Malbec, and I'll be happy.
There you go.
Sounds like you're training for California in a different way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Training my alcohol tolerance.
Training the alcohol tolerance and old school thought of stretching the stomach for an eating competition.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Let's while we're on the subject of meals out, alcohol, food, all that good stuff. Talk us through your favorite cheat meal with your family.
So favorite cheat meal would probably be a curry and a rice, like Indian meal, proper Indian meal, samosa.
Is this homemade? Is this you guys? Is Rena making it, or?
Yeah, Rena and me, we'll make it together. Yeah, but it'll be homemade probably.
Yeah.
But going I think I enjoy Chinese food. I think it would probably have to be ribs, fries. Yeah, ribs and fries. I think.
Where, like somewhere like Bodine's?
Bodine's is good. Yeah.
What's a good place?
Chicago Rib Shack used to be good. There's not one around now, although there's one in Clapham that I go into. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But again, I'd actually cook at home.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I love barbecuing. I love cooking.
Right.
So I would just marinate. I'll go to the butchers, get organic meats, and just I'll marinate it, and then just eat at home with the family.
Nice.
To me, like what Adam was saying before, I think you can relate to this as well. It's not just about the food; it's about the four of us being together, eating at that table. So I get more enjoyment out of that. So it could even be like, it's not even about what I'm eating. So I could have broccoli and chicken, but it's just about the four of us being together and eating.
That's awesome.
So
it just always helps, doesn't it? If you're all eating the same thing, that's what's nice.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, but I would go for ribs and fries, or even like a good baked potato anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about a drink?
I've got into vodka recently. I like red wine. I used to drink loads of beer, but I just can't handle the volume now.
Yeah.
So I've got into vodka, just neat vodka with fresh lime.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty good. Loads of ice.
No water or soda water or anything like that?
No.
Just on the rocks? Okay.
Yeah, just on the rocks. And it's pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, it does the job. But
yeah.
It's good.
I can imagine.
It does the job. Straight to your head.
Yeah.
But that's my go-to drink. Red wine as well. I'm going to try an old-fashioned next time I'm out, though.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah.
I've even sort of got Akash converted, haven't I?
Yeah. I'm gonna have one tonight again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does look good. So I'm going to give that. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a go. But I enjoy red wine as well.
Which ones do you enjoy?
So Malbec's probably my favorite.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. You can't beat that. I mean, I had a bottle of wine. Well, I had half a bottle last Sunday for Leah's birthday.
Yeah.
I was just telling Adam it was my first drink since the prep. I mean, I only need a couple of glasses.
Yeah, you're done, right?
I was just flying. So got to build my tolerance up. But I enjoy a good drink.
Good.
Nice.
Last question. Who would you like to hear us interview on the podcast next? So anyone you follow that you think would be a good?
Yeah. Well, I think I spoke about this. I think last time I saw you, and I think Joe Binley.
Yeah, we're going to get him.
Yeah, I think he's stuff he puts out on social media, and even the products he's used are good. But I like he keeps it real. And maybe even just putting in other clients that you've trained as well. Yeah. I think coming from that side, it's nice to hear other people's experiences, like the downs and the ups, everything. Because like I said, we're human. It's sometimes when you hear people from the other coaches or people from the supplements industry, it feel sometimes that they not talking down to you, but like that there's an agenda there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, trying to sell something. Or
and there's a bit of sometimes a holier than thou attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that's what I love about you guys, and even follow a few of your clients as well. It's just down to earth, normal, which is great.
Well, that's why I put up the whole Project Recomp thing a while ago, was just to be open and honest with, look, like I had some, personal stuff going on, training took a back seat, appetite wasn't great. I ate like a normal person, I'm doing air quotes here, normal person, and just enjoyed just relaxing and having a bit of downtime. And then it was time to kick it up again. And where most trainers coaches would, during that period, they would kind of hide it, and they would just recycle old images and make it look as though they're still on it 24/7 all year round. For me, it was like, actually, you know what? Hold my hands up. This is the first time in 14 years that I've taken my foot off the gas. It feels good, but I'm ready to get back on it.
Yeah.
And I think people can empathize with it.
Yeah. I think you need that as well. You need time out.
Mm.
Because I think, your body, it needs rest as well.
Yeah.
But you,
For sure.
you don't see that. You don't see on especially on social media. But it just sometimes with the whole industry, it's like, oh, you've got to be on it all the time. You can't have that cheesecake. You can't have that bar of chocolate, that bag of crisps, or whatever.
You just watch me tonight. Check the Instagram. People are going to miss this, but if you happen to be on Instagram stories on May the 4th, you'll see some good food tonight. Awesome. Thank you very much. Akash, anything that you want to add to this?
No, but one thing is this podcast will probably come around at the same sort of time. Is we're actually going to release a case study on Hetan, where you can see all the changes that Adam and Hetan made during their transformations. I think that'll be quite a cool read for people to check out. So if it comes out around the same time, we'll put that in the show notes here.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, we'll tie it in with that. So you'll be able to hit up the website, go to the education section under case studies, and look out for Hetan's transformation alongside obviously all of the other ones. Perfect. Thank you so much for giving up your time today, Hetan.
No problem. It's been fun.
Perfect. Good. And as always, thanks for being an ideal client. Your check-ins are always on time and always the exact information that I need. There's no bullshit. There's no excuses.
Yeah.
You get stuff done.
Thanks. No. Well, thank you for for everything you've done as well. It's been great. But I'm looking forward to, like I said, just where I am now in 3 years. Just imagine what I'm going to be like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Completely different physique.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Akash.
Thank you very much, Hetan. And as the outro goes, you can follow us on Instagram at RNT_fitness or Adam Haley at Adam Haley1 for Adam's page, or mine at Akash Fugela. If you'd like to see more transformations just like Hetan, go on www.rntfitness.co.uk/transformations. And if you enjoyed today's episode with Hetan, please hit subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.